So we start our story in the island of Candaya, in the town of Hanapin. Tish, tell us about Kiana and any important relationships that you think
All right.
everyone needs to know.
Kiana's a very simple village girl. She wears a skirt. She wears a black tattered shirt. There's a bit of jewelry, but it seems to be very aged. She probably got it from her mom, who she is very close with. So the problem is, her mom just went missing in the village for a very long time, and she's starting to wonder if she's ever gonna come home. She lost her dad at a very young age because he went out to sea and he never came back. She's very ordinary. She doesn't know how to fight. She has an old dagger with her, but other than that, she doesn't have any experience about the outside world. She's very sheltered. But she is also very excitable about new things.
So, regarding your mother disappearing, the way that happened is one day you just woke up, she wasn't there anymore. You figured she might just have gone for a normal hunt or something like that, the usual thing she does, until days, weeks that she hasn't come back. She did leave you, however, with this small amulet. It's a gold necklace. It's embedded. The pendant part of it is embedded with a fine ruby, which is shaped like the sun. And it's just there. It's up to you, whatever you do with it.
So,
And in the course of and after a few weeks of this happening, you get recurring dreams. In that dream, you see the beach. It's a very specific image. It's not where you are, which is a fishing town. You're near the beach, but it doesn't seem to be from here. It's very specific. It's the same thing every time. You see the water of the sea, calm, the moon reflected in the water, mountains in the distance, and just moonlight. It's the same thing every time. Today, you wake up from seeing that dream. What do you do?
is mom visiting me and telling me to go there? I wake up, I take my necklace. I take the necklace my mom left me. I look at it in the back and front. Do I notice anything?
I mean, aside from what it looks like, it doesn't seem any different.
Okay. Nothing out of the ordinary. I put it in a pack. I'm not gonna wear it.
Mhm.
I get a dagger and a couple of dried meat, and I'll step outside of the house and I'll see if do I see anyone outside in the streets of my village?
It's the typical, some just. Oh, well, by this time, some people are just coming back from fishing. Some are just starting their days. Nothing special. And it's a small village, so there's maybe 2 or 3 people you can see around.
2 or 3 people.
Yeah. No one would, that. And in the few days weeks or so that you've been having this dream, you've already asked everyone about it. I can describe it in detail. No one really knows where this place is.
Okay. If I can't find help here, I'll go to the next village then. So I'll travel outside without telling anyone. I'll try to be as sneaky as possible.
All right.
I'll lock my door too.
And since and just a little background about the village of Hanapin there are towns nearby, and Hanapin was like a splinter group of fishermen just going nearer to the beach, who then started like a small village. So there are several towns or cities near, not too near, but a few days travel. you don't know which ones the people here originally came from because it's been a while, and you don't know which one you're supposed to go to, like which direction you're taking. Is there anything you're gonna do to find out where you want to go?
Okay, I don't know what to do. I shouldn't have snuck out right away. This is a bad idea. Do I see any footprints on the ground?
Footprints, there's not much travel going into town, so there are paths, but not like any fresh footprints. Any footprints you would see would be from the town to the beach, because that's normally where everyone goes.
So I am lost. Hello? Anyone there? Anyone? So I'll call that out for a couple of minutes.
Nothing.
Okay. I can do this. What time of day is it now?
Maybe a couple of hours after sun up, so yeah, around 10, 9 a.m.
Okay. I'm gonna just walk forward and hope that something will come out or I end up in a village somewhere.
All right. So you keep doing that. I assume you take your rest during noon, have a consume one of your rations, continue on for a while. And as it reaches nighttime, I need you to roll a survival check.
Survival check. 16. That is 17.
With a 17, you realize that the way that you see the moon in your dreams, it kind of guides you to where, like, oh, if the moon is setting here, then I should be heading in this direction. You're just now realizing you need to head northwest, or maybe follow the moon or something to that effect to get to where you see the moon almost setting in your dreams. This means though that you'd have to be traveling during the night. So it's up to you what you do with that information.
I still feel okay, so I'll head forward.
All right.
That area. Doing this for Mom. I can do this.
So you do this for maybe a couple of hours. After a while though, you hear you're in a path, and then to the left of you seems to be another path going to what seems to be a clearing from afar, and you can hear some sort of banging. Seems like someone using something metal to hit something just to make noise.
Some sort of metal.
Could be, it's hard to tell. Could be like a pot, a sword.
I'm gonna crouch down to the vegetation and try to see where the banging is coming from.
As you get nearer, Durog, what does she see? Oh, is it Durog or Durog?
Durog.
Alright, cool.
Durog?
Durog is a human male. He's tall, about maybe not too tall, maybe slightly above average, but really well built, like muscular, as in maybe 250 pounds of pure muscle, but about 5'10". He's got a panabas, which is mechanically a great axe. It's like a long, elongated, curved blade with the handle just as long as a blade. So he's there. What am I doing? Yeah.
So you see this guy making noise with his panabas, just hitting things. He's from where you are, which is the map. Tailspire is actually live now.
Okay.
He would be like slightly behind this huge tree. You see everything. It's like a circular clearing, and there's about fog up to your height, but it's not too thick that you can't see. It just obscures some of your vision. Like you could see the figure is big, etc., but you can't like make out the face or anything like that, just because you're too far from him. So it does make it easier for anyone to sneak at this point.
Is this thing a person? Or is it some sort of creature? He's facing up. He's facing the different direction from me, right?
He's just going around making noise. You kind of get the sense that he's trying to attract something.
I am going to get a small pebble from the ground and try to hit him to get his attention. Try and see if I can get a closer look at his features.
Roll me an attack. Not because you're attacking him, but just because it's kind of far, and you know.
Yeah. An attack. Unarmed?
Just roll a d20, add dex, and your.
So that is an 18.
Yeah, with an 18, you don't hit him exactly in the face or anything, but like you hit him near enough that he notices you. Durog, what do you do?
Who's there?
Are you a person?
What? Do you not have eyes? No. Yes, I'm a
It's
person.
foggy. How can I? And you're.
Why are you hitting me?
I just wanted a closer look. I'm sorry. What are you doing? Why are you hitting random things?
I'm with a group of aswang hunters. I'm the bait, and they're hiding somewhere. And when an aswang comes out, they catch him. And I think I found something. We might have tracked something around this area. So I'm just trying to rustle the leaves and make some noise and try to get hit.
What's your passive perception, both of you?
I am 14.
Jan?
11.
Alright. Kyana, with a 14, you suddenly hear some sort of rustling this part of the woods. Slowly going around, trying to get to your direction, Durog. What are the both of you doing? Like it's stalking. You know how a lion or a lion stalks its prey by going around trying to hide before it pounces. It's trying to do that. It thinks it's doing it well, except that Kyana actually saw it for a bit.
Okay, is it stalking me or is it stalking Kyana?
It's stalking you because you were the one that was making a lot of noise.
So I'll just move a little closer maybe, and I'm gonna trust that my companions are watching nearby, and I'm just gonna signal, and
does anyone do
they'll
anything?
move closer.
Where are we?
You're
Where
like
are
just
we?
scattered around on in this. Like where will you have hid? It's up to you. Like where in this circle thing? Like you could be up the tree, you could be around wherever you think your character
I
would
would
go.
be up the tree. Up the tree.
Same, up the tree.
So two of you up the tree.
Yeah. I will be. So from the angle right now, my character would probably be in the trees directly across from the thing, from the creature.
I am going to hide behind this giant person and grab grab the small dagger that I have with me.
I throw a firebolt at it.
Pangil, roll me stealth to see if you actually weren't spotted.
Okay. 15.
You weren't spotted. Alright, in that case, roll an attack and then everyone roll initiative. Hey!
Hey!
I got an 8.
16.
Wait, name and then number.
Okay. Kyana 8.
Lamb at 13.
You 8.
All right.
Durog, 12.
Pangil is 3.
Good thing you got your thing. And what you see, by the way, is this dog-like creature. It kind of looks like a dog that hasn't been fed in a while, except it doesn't look hungry. It's just really thin with elongated legs. The fur is kind of like, it's not Askal or Aspin level thin, but it's a bit thicker. And on its top, you see what looks like a mane, but it's really long and moves with some swirling effect as if it's animated. You also see that the face, although he looks kind of dog-like, the face is kind of between a dog and a cat with fangs going up and down, and his eyes are actually constantly lit up. Not too bright, but a vivid yellow. All right, Pangil, what did you roll?
16.
With the 16, you throw your firebolt, hit it at its back. It looks at you, or just getting surprised with what you did. 16 hits. Roll your damage.
5 fire damage.
You hit it with 5 fire damage, and you are familiar because this is kind of your line of work. You know that will do damage, and he takes all of it, and that puts us in initiative with Lamb.
Before I attack, I quickly tell Durog, hey, over here, even louder, please. And I throw a firebolt at it.
So another firebolt at it.
Firebolt.
Firebolt gaming now.
Natural 19.
It's raining fire.
We are fire. 24 to hit.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, that obviously hits. And you said you're from above the tree, right? The same as Ibu.
Yeah.
And Kyana, this is happening too quick that you're not able to process yet who these people are and what they look like. So we'll get to that later. Lamb, what's your damage?
That's a 7 fire damage.
Wow. All right. Anything else?
High rolls. That's it. I go back to my position.
Just in the tree. All right. Cool.
Yep.
Drog.
Is it still alive?
Of course.
No, so as soon as I see firebolts from my allies, then that's my trigger that it's game time. So I just go and bonus action rage, and
Cool.
Let's go.
and charge at it. If it's within, do I get to it with full move?
Yes, it's 25 feet away.
Okay, so I guess as I'm pounding my chest and raging, I'm gonna say I'll yell to this little girl who we will be introduced to later. I say, I don't know if capable she is in fighting, so I say, little girl, step aside. This is dangerous work. And I'll just rush in. If I get to it, I'll attack. Panabas, great axe, attack, raging.
Yep. As you get to 10 feet of it, as you're raging towards it, I need you to roll a dexterity, a DC 13 dexterity save.
DC 13 dexterity. 12.
With a 12, as you're getting to it, you're almost there. The hairs on its back suddenly whip and just grab onto you. You are grappled 10 feet away from it. What's the range on your weapon? Is it just 5 feet?
It's a melee weapon, 5 feet.
Yeah, unfortunately, from there, you can't hit it. Would you like to do something else?
I think that's all I got, so I'm ending my turn.
As you can't move anymore, you just stay there, try to break free. You can't. It tries to squeeze you, And now I need you to make a DC 16 Constitution save.
Oh, sure. Probably. Sorry, did you say DC 16?
13.
13. Okay. 15. I don't think.
Con save 15, then you're fine. You even with a boa like constriction, you're able to breathe. Who's next? It's his turn now. And he does go towards you. Makes its attacks, and that is the first one is an 18 to hit, and the next one is an 11 to hit.
18 hits, 11 misses.
18 hits. I put out the wrong dice. That's not a d6. God damn it. As it bites you, like just lunges to you and bites and just digs right in, you take 11 slashing damage.
Cool.
That's slashing, not piercing because of the fangs. In case you wonder, it's actually slashing.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait, no, is it magical? Because raging, so half damage?
It's not magical, so you can have it if you have that.
Yeah. So,
Barbarians!
Oh, and sorry, I missed this because it is a grapple. You can actually use your action to get out of it. Either either a strength check or a dexterity check.
let's do...
I'll let you do that now because I didn't realize it.
16?
With a 16 after that attack, you're able to break free. You're now out of grapple.
Nice.
Cool. Kyana, what are you doing?
Oh wait, I didn't think I would fight this soon. I'll go behind the dog and try to slash it with my dagger.
What direction are you behind?
Can I
You
go
will
that
have
far?
to. Yeah, you'll have to take a straight line, and the same thing happens to you as you get to within 10 feet of it. I need you to make a DC 13 dexterity save.
DC 13 deck.
Yep.
That is a 17.
As you see the same thing happening with the hairs, you quickly step back a bit, and then continue with your movement. You're able to get behind it. What do you do?
Okay, I can do this. I slash it with my dagger.
Roll your attack.
So that is 9, 10.
With the 10, you try to stab it, but it just quickly moves with its hind legs, avoiding the attack. Anything else?
Okay, I'm not good at this. Can I go behind Drog again?
No, you do not have movement anymore. That's the full.
Okay. I just keep my eye and the dagger out.
Cool. Kyana and Ibu. All right.
Yes.
Roll your attack.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. Roll damage.
Nice!
What does the spirit dart look like?
Okay. If it calls upon spirit, she pushes a 25. A 5, so I guess that's a 10. 10 poison damage.
Yep. And all right. And you see that the damage, the poison damage, is taking its full effect. So you're good. Anything else?
Nope.
Cool, Pangil. Because you went last. Good thing you had the surprise.
I quickly look at Durog because I saw that he got hit.
Mhm.
How does he look to me?
It's just a flesh wound.
So I guess I see that he's okay, and so I call upon the power of Bathala, my god, and channel the divine energy in me and throw out a guiding bolt at it.
All right, I assume you get like to here probably to get like a better shot.
Yeah, I'll move out of the way to get a better shot.
Right, roll your attack.
Whew, let's hope this hits. 24!
24 hits. Roll damage.
Oh yeah, let's go. 13 radiant damage.
All right. So after the creature moves out of Kyana's attack and then gets hit by Ibu's attack, it's slightly confused where to look. So you hit it right behind, and that is 13 radiant damage, and that also just deals what you expect it to do. At this point, the thing looks bloodied. Like, it's not super bad, but it's hurting from like one round of combat. Anything else?
No, I'm good. Also, the next person that will do an attack to it has advantage.
Cool.
Nice.
Lam, what are you doing?
Nice. Oh, it's my turn. Seeing that the dog creature moved, Lam is gonna get a better perspective, a better view. It's gonna climb on some trees and peek out and casts Witch Bolt. And
Cool.
shoots it at him.
You have advantage, I think.
All right.
I think you have advantage.
Advantage rolling. I rolled 2 natural 2s.
For a total of, I mean,
For a total of 7.
okay. With the 7.
I tripped on the way.
No, like with the 7, it's actually like it's glowing. You clearly see where it is, but like because of you climbing the tree, you're hanging onto a branch or something. As you're about to throw it, you quickly like lose grip and just throw the thing like up to the sky. Anything else?
I'm gonna look for a better spot and stay there. Something more durable.
Yeah, like
Right.
you can take like the rest of your turn to just like make sure
Yeah.
I'm cool here.
Cool. After
I make-
after seeing that, you guys hear Pangil just go,
I live
Bathala,
here.
I did my best.
Durog, what are you doing?
To get to melee distance.
Yep, you already are because it attacked
And-
you.
Oh, it went near me. Yeah, okay. So Panabas strike.
Alright, roll your attack.
You still have advantage.
Because it's the
Okay,
next
so
hit.
Next attack roll made against this target. So that goes away already.
Yeah,
my
it goes
God.
away.
I'm so
Mitch's
sorry.
fault.
Never mind. Okay.
That's okay. That's okay. Because I just rolled an 8.
Total?
Yeah, 8 to hit.
Don't you have reckless attack at level 2?
Do I have
It's too late, you already
at level
rolled.
2? Yeah, I rolled
But
it.
yeah, as you attack, it's like it's
Read your skills.
it's a thick fog, so you know it's right in front of you, but like, and you think you hit it, but it's probably just the hair, and it's just moved out of the way as the blade tries to hit it, and it's like very special hair. It's not like hair you can cut. Anything else?
Nah, I'm good.
Cool. His turn. He's gonna make this time. The last hit was from behind, so he's gonna be facing Kyana's direction at this point. So he makes an attack against Kyana. The first is an 8 to hit, and the second one is a 19 to hit.
Second one hits.
19. All right. So he tries to bite you, and you are still aware of what's happening. You just move out of the way. Directly after the bite, you suddenly see a left claw swipe. You're not fast enough to react. It hits you in the body, just scratching you, and that deals you 8 points of slashing damage.
Ow.
Oh.
And he ends his turn.
Ow.
Anything else? Oh no, sorry, that's his turn. Kyana, what are you doing? The start of your turn, Kyana, he You see him suddenly react and try to grab you as well with a hair. Same thing, DC 13, dexterity save. To try to move out a bit.
That is an 20.
All right, with the 20 total, like right after hitting you, so you weren't fast enough to move away from the swipe, but you're now aware of it. So as soon as the hair tries to grab you, you're able to step back one step behind to avoid it. What are you doing?
After it hits me, I decide to hit it back with my dagger.
All right, roll
Swipe
your
at
attack.
it again. Attack is of 13.
A 13 hits. Roll damage.
D4. 4.
4 damage. And as you hit it, as it hits you, you strike back, and you stab it with a dagger right about here, where the front legs are. You see it make a wound, but quickly, like right after you pull out your dagger, you see the wound healing up, as if nothing happened. Anything else?
This is an aswang. And if I back away, it'll get an opportunity attack, right? I'm not sure. I try to move around it behind the big guy again.
You can be behind. If you're moving behind, you'll still be moving away. Is that what you're doing?
Oh, okay. I'll stay there. Just like look at it.
All right.
Because it is scary. Healing wounds are scary.
Ibu.
So, Mother Spirit are. So you see a vine and shut up on the tree.
Alright.
Okay, that's a 16. Oh no.
16 still hits.
Sorry. Roll damage. 1 point of poison damage.
For 1 damage. But it does do it. It does do the damage. Anything else? Pangil, what are you doing?
So I see that this child who has gone into the fray of battle just got a pretty bad hit from this dog thing. So I rush towards her. Like I will move to beside Kyana.
Like beside him in melee with the dog, almost?
Well, I need to get beside Kyana, so I'm gonna be in range of whatever that ability is anyway.
All right, cool. As you get to like behind her, let's say here, where you are like you have her in range of whatever it is you're doing, probably. But this is like 10 feet from the thing. Yeah, the same thing. See a hair whip. DC 13. Dex save.
It's a 12.
And as a 12, you suddenly feel it grappling you near the feet. Do you do it? What else do you do?
I feel it grapple me, and I don't let it hinder my duty as I cry out, "Bathala, protect this little child!" and I cast Cure Wounds on her.
Sure, roll your thing.
Oh my.
8 points of HP.
Wow.
Cool. Anything else?
That's it.
Lamb, your turn.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Just follow the damn plan. I'm gonna still throw a firebolt at it.
Sure, roll your attack.
Does a 13 hit?
A 13 does in fact hit.
Yeah!
This is what happens when you follow the plan. That's a 2 fire damage.
2 fire damage does the thing. You hit it from behind now that it's facing Pangil's direction, and you're slowly burning it away. Anything else?
I'm just gonna shout, "Why don't you just stick to the plan?" That's it. I'm gonna hide again.
Sorry, at the start of the turn, Pangil, I need you to make a DC 13 Constitution save.
Constitution. 18.
With an 18, it tries to squeeze you, but you're fine. You're strong enough to prevent it from doing that. Durog,
Yep.
how about the hit, man?
How about the hit? Hey, let's try that reckless thing.
Sure.
So that's what does that mean? Advantage, yeah?
Yep.
You get advantage.
Yeah. Advantage while raging. Come on, give me a 21 to hit.
21 absolutely hits. It's behind you. You just whack it like square in the spine with your thing.
Okay. 14 damage, 2 rage, total of 16 damage.
Total of 16 damage. It's like almost split in half, that you almost split up the body. But again, immediately after you pull up your weapon, like, anything else?
Nah.
And at this point, you have fought Aswang. You know that some
Yeah,
of
yeah.
them are just like, you just need something magical to hit them with.
Yeah. This is one of those. Yeah, I'll step back away from it and move back in. I'm trying to get it to hit me like "Rawr!
I'll let you do that.
Yeah.
It does attack you with advantage because you did
Yeah.
reckless.
Yeah.
And it attacks you for 17 to hit. Hits, and that is from a bite attack. As you move back, it hits you for 5 points of slashing damage.
Taking
And it
5.
now has your attention.
Okay.
I mean, you
And
now
then-
have his attention.
And then as soon as it hits me, I move back into melee range.
Yep.
And
Cool.
I yell, "Get back!" to the little girl and
All right.
to my back. And I end my turn.
Before you end your turn, I need you to, and this is supposed to be at the start of your turn, but you know, new monsters. Hey, DC 13 deck save.
Save. Upgrade this year. Have advantage on deck saves if it's an effect that gets me to be incapacitated. So I'll roll that.
It's
with advantage
restrained, not
if it's
incapacitated.
Shit. Okay. Regular roll 12.
With a 12, you are now restrained. I need you to make a DC 13 con save.
Con save 12.
With that, you feel the grip getting really, really strong. At this point, all of the air goes out of your lungs. You can like, not all. There's like a little like, and you just begin to suffocate. Like Zoolander. It's his turn, and as it now actually has you in the grapple, it goes back to Kyana. Attacks for a that's plus 6 to, I've been doing it wrong. That's a 20 to hit
It does hit.
and a 22 to hit.
Both hits.
First
God.
one is a bite for 7 slashing,
7 slashing.
and the next one is a claw attack for 7 slashing.
7 slashing again.
Oh,
Okay.
And it ends its turn. As you start your turn, Kyana, you notice the pendant in your bag starting to make like a faint glow. Do you do anything?
I'm struggling. I take out the pendant to see what's going on.
Mm-hmm. And as you touch it, because you have been, it has been in your possession for a while, you now get the sense that it seems like it's able to cast a spell. You've been sent the spell, so that happens technically before the start of your turn. As your turn starts, we need you to make another DC 13 dex save as it tries to grapple you.
Oh, that is a natural one.
Natural one, you completely grappled, and now it tries to choke you. So it's DC 13 Constitution to see if you can resist that.
Con. Oh, sorry. That is a natural 20.
Natural 20, you're able to prevent it. And because of the hair thing is, we can consider it technically as some sort of an attack. Would you like to use your reaction?
Yeah. I am going to use Apolaki's Light. And the creature must make a Constitution saving throw.
He rolls a 10, which is a fail. And what? So what's the damage?
That is a 3.
That is a 3. All right. So, so after the hair thing, you use the pendant. It radiates energy as after you just got hits back to this dog-like creature and like just slowly burning its its face going to the back. You deal your 3 damage. It's still looking bloodied, but still okay. But you now see that you have something that actually deals damage to it. Is what you're realizing. All of the other things, all of these weapons and things don't matter, but you do see the glow in the pendant slightly go dimmer after you used it. Anything else?
What's going on?
That was just your reaction. For your
That was
action,
my
are you doing
reaction.
anything?
I am going to try to cut the hair from Pamil's character, if I can, with my dagger.
Okay, I'll let you roll an attack.
I will roll an attack. So 11.
With an 11, unfortunately, with you being grappled by the hair and everything, it's just too hard to actually do that. You're still grappled.
Okay. Yep, that's it. I just try and...
Ibu?
Well, you see this green ray of energy, and I cast Ray of Sickness on it. I roll at 14.
14 hits?
10 points. Take some damage. Constitution saving throw.
Alright, what's the DC?
It's 13.
Rolls a 17.
Right. They're fine.
So just poison damage. At this point, though, the poison, the light, the radiant damage, and everything, he's still alive, but almost gets down on, like, to the ground. He's barely alive at this point. Anything else?
You hear her say clinician.
All right. Pangil, you do see that it's very weak. What do you want to do?
Seeing the situation, but being called to a higher purpose to help other people, I use my bonus action to cast Healing Word on Kyana.
All right, what's your healing word?
6.
Now, what do you say as your healing word?
Okay. My healing word is, I say, Batala, heal her. That's it.
It's one word. It's one word.
It's one word.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
I say, reinforce.
Okay. That's sure.
Whatever. Why
and
not?
And you do feel the radiant energy, and you heal for 6. Kyana.
6.
Anything else?
What is going on here?
I still have my action. Since I'm grappled, I can still make a ranged attack at it, right?
Yep.
Alright, so I will shoot it with a firebolt.
Sure, roll your attack.
And
It's disadvantage.
Okay, so I will roll it again. Oh, I rolled the same thing twice, so 24.
Nice.
What's the damage?
2 points of fire damage.
With 2 points of damage, which is exactly enough. How do you want to do it?
I believe in mercy and ending things when they should be ended. So I just shoot at. I try to shoot it down its gullet, I guess, to try and just kill it right away.
And as you shoot the firebolt right at it, it goes in and like falls down. And the hair that was grappling everyone and choking Durog suddenly just fall down. And you're like, and you're gasping for air.
I say a quick prayer. Bathala be praised.
Prayers are amazing.
Yes, they are, child. Yes, they are.
How did you get that magic?
At this point, before we continue, Kyana, you get a good view of everyone. Can everyone else describe their characters? Let's start with Pangil, since you're already there.
Okay, so you see a 6-foot tall balat kayo.
Balat kayo.
He has gray skin, black hair, a black goatee, dressed in what you can imagine as holy vestments, in gold and white, and he has a crossbow and a double-ended spear strapped across his back, but he looks. From what a normal orc looks like, he looks relatively a lot thinner and spindlier than his relatives.
Ibu?
You see this small, slender, 5'3" human female who has her hair tied back in a ponytail. She needs down the tree slowly, not to incur fall damage.
Lam?
You see, as opposed to Ibu, you see a halfling, 3'3", not climbing down the tree, but instead jumping from one branch to another, then goes down.
Not caring about fall damage.
No, because he can do that.
Dexterity saving throw. Just kidding. No.
And you see a halfling wearing earth tone green and brown robes with a hoodie. A hood, not a hoodie. A hood. That's and
Supreme.
Although it's not out. As he pulls it down. Emo as book. As he brings it down, you see a brown, scraggly hair, mid-length, and on his face there's this monocle. You see him trying to adjust it, but if you look closer, there's no glass in it. And he approaches you guys with his book, and he has a quill, and he starts writing as he approaches you guys.
You guys.
Are you okay,
No.
child?
I'm no child.
What the heck are you doing here?
Well, you see, I had this dream where the moon is really bright and there was like a body of water and I'm trying to look for it and it's not in my village, so I kind of have to look for it. Do you guys know where it is?
It's a lot of words for a small hut. Is there anything left with the body?
Yeah, I mean, it's still there. You'd probably, the first thing you'd notice, or because since you do this for a living, what you can bring as proof of the kill would be the fangs, because it actually has like 4 on each side, so 8 fangs.
She's going to try to rip it off.
Easy enough. You have time, so like don't even have to roll for it. Just
Well, she's using her dagger.
yeah.
So like I'm looking at the group and like you guys aren't human, are you?
Yeah, most of us aren't.
I most certainly am not, but Batala's light still shines upon me as one of his creations.
And I just told you I was human.
But I mean, everyone else is kind of not human. Why are you with them?
I'm as human as you are. Are you the human?
What's wrong with being not a human?
I mean,
Too.
okay.
Anyways,
I got into a group with a bunch of powerful human and non-human people, things, and they can do magic.
Things.
People.
Guys, she called us things.
People.
Let's
fine.
relax.
That's fine.
Let's relax.
Oh.
She looks to be not of the world. She must not be aware of social conventions. Let's have patience.
Yeah.
You see, I'm kind of looking for my mom, and I really have no idea where she is. Can you guys help me, please?
How much?
All I have with me is this dagger and like 25 pieces of gold.
Child, keep your money.
25 is fine.
Ibu, haven't I told you before about practicing compassion for those that need?
Compassion does not get our bellies fed.
Bathala
Yes,
shines
that's right.
on all our good deeds and provides for what we
Bathala
need.
shines in your love, not in us. We'll take 25. Well, fine. I'll be nice. I'll take that.
Okay. I just give her
I,
this-
before that I lean forward and I whisper to Kyana, you don't have to give her anything. I'll take care of her. Keep your money.
But she looks really strong and trustworthy.
It's okay.
She
It's okay.
fired
Keep it.
like. Okay, thanks.
You look like you need it more than we do.
Do you guys know where the next village is?
I want to tell Pangil that we do not run a charity. Wait, good question. Where do we get the reward?
So to
Taong
clarify,
Lupa is-
there wasn't actually a reward for this one. It's just that you normally just get
Encounter.
fangs and stuff, and people buy those things because they use it for, you know.
So grab that, grab whatever that you took, and by here, I did my calculations here. You can make some money back in Taong Lupa. I mean, we're going there.
I hope you like eating aswang meat,
But do I-
Pangil.
I take whatever Bathala gives me.
I can cook, kind of. Can I tag along?
Of course.
You want to tag along? Are you even capable of protecting yourself?
No. That's why I want to tag along with you guys. And
Good point, though.
Well,
You got me on that
she
one.
did fight alongside us.
I did try,
She-
but you know, it's just,
She
I just
held her own very well, actually.
More bait, the merrier.
Yeah, I can be bait. Being bait sounds good.
Pero she's a responsibility, alright?
You smart people discuss, and then you give me the responsibility. Fuck that.
Oh, it's just simple. Just watch over her.
Make sure she stays alive.
Yeah, you can do that.
Are
you can do
you are you camping for the
Sure.
night? Are you traveling during the night? What's the plan?
We know what is the safest option is because we are experienced.
Yeah, normally it's still the road that's safest. You know, if you're trying to avoid soldiers and stuff, then you go off the road. But if you're avoiding monsters, then you take the road.
Do you have a reason to be avoiding soldiers?
Do you?
We're not avoiding soldiers.
Not that I know.
We are on we are on a righteous mission, therefore we will be protected.
Is anyone
Hunting is
who is from or has been in Taong Lupa?
I'm guessing it's a lamb.
Yeah.
All right.
Lamb comes.
Sorry. So what was
Back
the
and forth.
decision? Are you traveling now or what?
I mean, this looks relatively safe.
I think we should find a road. I think that is the more prudent decision.
You quickly find the road. You set up camp. You tell some stories. Describe to Kyana what you guys really are, what you do. Tell her about your plan to go to Taong Lupa because of this mission. This person that's that's promised to hire you for a kill. Kyana describes in detail what she this image that she sees in her dream, and Lam, because of your familiarity with the area, you and being smart, is that
Yeah.
smart?
He is smart.
You figure oh, because of the how that looks like this, the moon is there, the time of the year, it must be here, right near where, like, not where you're meeting your next client, but along the way or something. Oh no, not along the way, like
somewhere
right
there.
after. Yep.
Right. So basically,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we know. I know, and I tell this to you guys on what I know. Yeah.
All
Well,
right,
you know, when there's too much information, it just gets hard in there.
All right.
some problems
Anything
I
else you guys are doing before you turn in?
I talked to Kyana. I noticed that you released some kind of power a while ago while we were fighting that creature. It looks very familiar. It looks like this. It looks somewhat like the same kind of magic that I do. Are you a follower of Bathala?
I've never heard of Bathala before, but
Oh, you're going to regret that.
my mom.
No, I'm done. I'm going to sleep.
But, because I see like Pamil suddenly look like he wants to tell a story. I did get this necklace from my mom before she left. So I take out the necklace and kind of like dangle it in front of Pamil.
Can I survey the necklace? Can I check to see what kind of item it is, like how it was?
Roll history or arcana, depending on what you want.
Okay. Well, they're both +1, so whatever. I cast guidance on myself. I close my eyes and I put the medallion towards my chest and I say, Bathala, guide me in my meditation. And let's see, 14 plus 4, 18 total.
Oh, okay. With an 18, you're not like familiar with the name or anything, but you ran across this, read about it. It's a necklace that's imbued with Apolaki's power. You know it only has a certain number of charges, but like the details, you're not really sure. You know that it sometimes glows, and when that glow is over, it's done. It's just jewelry by that point. It is gold and a ruby.
So I give it back to Kyana. Through the guidance of His Holiness, you have in your possession an item that stores a certain amount of magical energy. Do you know how your mother came across this item?
She fights a lot. So I guess she might have brought it home from one of her hunts.
I see.
But other than that, she hasn't told me much stories about it. I kinda just wanted to cook most of the time, so yeah. Didn't think I'd be traveling to look for her.
Well, child, Bathala works in mysterious ways. And this might be a simple quest to look for your mother, but it could have been a calling to a higher purpose. We don't know, but I am most definitely willing to help you find out. Bathala be praised.
Durog would interject. He's just over the side, ignoring the whole conversation for a while, just sharpening his panabas. But as soon as he hears Kyana say, my mother fights a lot, she's like, mother's a hunter? What's her name?
Zell.
Do we know of a hunter named Zell? Yeah.
Roll me.
Oh shit.
Sorry.
Can I ask Lam? Lam, do you know of a hunter?
Can I also go in that? I'm gonna look at my records if I can know somebody.
Would you like some
roll
guidance
roll
from
me
Bathala?
history. Everyone who's interested.
Alright, history.
Slide.
Ooh!
Check
22 for Lamb.
Yes, thank you, Lam. Oh shit! -1, so 19.
19.
Nice.
Nice.
So you both heard of mga ngayaw named Elizel, who was one of the people who helped who helped some fisher folk transfer to the village of Hanapin at one point. But not much about her aside from she's a known hunter of sorts.
Oh yeah.
That name is familiar.
Yeah, I also heard it. Oh yeah, that's right. You know how when you have other contracts, like other people you hire, they talk about stuff like, she is one of them. She's very famous actually. Huh. You're
She
related
has all
to
these
her.
stuff that she brings home, but yeah, I'm not really interested in those.
Well, that's interesting.
So you guys will help me find
And
her.
you say she's missing.
Yeah, that's why I'm out here. And that is why I need to look for the lake with the moon, because I think she's talking to me in my mind.
It's the sea. It's
Like
it's
with
like the beach.
The sea, the beach, and the moon.
A skilled hunter like that wouldn't go missing over a small thing. So I don't know. Maybe something there might be worth looking into.
How long ago was this that you noticed that she was missing?
About a month total.
About a month. Not too long.
That's odd.
Is this unusual? Is this an unusual amount of time for her to be away?
This is the first time that it's taken her this long. Usually she's back within a week. She doesn't
Did
travel too
she-
far anymore.
Did she mention where she was going before she went missing?
No, I don't think she even told me that she was going out. Which is weird, because she usually tells me when she goes out.
Breaking the pattern. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So she
That's-
might be alive. And she might be telling me to go to this beach.
I mean, with her skill set, she needs to be alive.
I believe that.
Well, we can't know for sure. But tonight I suggest we just take some rest, and maybe the people in the next town, Lupa, will know something. We can ask around there.
So at that point, you all do get to your beds. If there's anything anything mechanically that you'd be doing, just do it if it's simple, or let me know if it's complicated. Otherwise, you all take your long rest.
Yep.
And we wake up the next day. Anything
PM.
before you travel?
Before the long rest, DM, I'm gonna scribe some spells with
Yep.
shared scrolls. I'm gonna get bamboo. I'm gonna write 2 spells
Sure.
for the
All
night.
right. All right. And so the next day comes, you strike camp, get on your way. Lam at least pretends that he knows where you're going.
By my calculations, it's this way.
You get to a point where the mud is so thick that you can barely walk through it. And Lam, from being here before, taking this path before, this is new. You do notice that the mountains to the south look different, like there was some sort of erosion or something like that. So it doesn't look like it's supernatural or anything. It just looks like something that happened because of weather.
Oh, that's odd. I don't remember it being like this. Everything's different. That's different. This is different.
Are we lost?
No. We're not. This is the place, but it's not the
Smart
place.
boy got us lost again.
No. I did not. I'm gonna look at my notes. This. Yeah.
And it is the road. It is the proper road. It's the same road, and you can see the path. It's just really hard to travel through it.
And it's muddy, right?
Yeah, just because of the thick mud. You know, like when you're, walking through mud in chinelas, and it's just
Yeah.
I mean, one thing didn't change. It's still that way. Just the surroundings different. No, we are not lost. Come on, just let's go this way.
after like maybe like a minute or something, not too far, you see a shed with some people playing the drums. You just hear a boog 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 again and again.
Do I have sense like what what purpose of the music is? Is it like a ceremonial, hunting, or something?
No, this is new. This is new.
Oh, this is
just a new big beat that you're hearing, and it's like it's pretty obvious from what they're doing that they're just trying to attract attention of like people passing by the road.
That's also new. Wait. Are we really in the same place? I've been given wrong directions, I think.
Maybe.
I mean, we are
Thought we were from
here.
this town.
No, I'm not from this town. I come here to do this, what we do.
You've been here. Are you sure?
Yeah.
And it's a little hard to talk at this point because of the music.
Yes. We're here. Just let's go.
I approach the drum players.
Mhm. And then it's one guy doing the drums, and then another guy approaches you, just yells, "Taong Lupa! Taong Lupa!" trying to get you to ride this cart going through the mud.
Oh,
Oh,
gotcha.
I approach. Excuse me.
Hey, Taong Lupa! 1 gold each!
Excuse me. The drums are very loud. Can you tone it down?
No, we like it!
We don't.
it's hard to talk.
The guy driving the cart likes it. 1 gold. You'll have to live with it.
1
I
gold.
just go.
Okay, get on. I will take care of our fare.
Oh, what is this?
As you get on, the guy calling you goes up to the car driver, gives him a tap. Driver gives him a coin.
I get the collection and I give it.
I gave that all came from me, so I passed up 5 gold.
All right. And
We're passing it on.
and he
Like we
he
do.
does use his like a white light whip and whips the creatures pulling the cart, and they're not the usual cows or bulls that are pulling the cart. They look similar, but the horns are kind of different. Is what you notice, and they start to move.
What sort of animal is this?
And the driver just goes, "Oh, Tamarao." And
Are they branded with FX?
as a matter of fact,
Oh my god!
yes. How do you guys know? Anyway, so as this takes you on your way to the Taong Lupa, you do realize that you did need the transport because it's really hard to walk through this. The only reason the Tamaras are able to pull you through are because of their sheer power. Like maybe Durog could do this, but everyone else would have a really hard time. So it's worth it.
Tiny legs.
It does that. And with that, we will take our break. The music, by the way, was dying inside to hold you.